A good Ner Shabbos, a good Ner Shabbos. Looking forward to a lichtige Shabbos with everybody. So, we just felt an earthquake. We just had an earthquake, which is extremely unusual, certainly around these parts. And we also have a solar eclipse on Monday. Haba Lein L'Toiva. So, you all know me already. I'm not one of these guys that talks about, current events and, and what it means, and it's an omen for this, and it's a simon of that. My way is to just talk about Avodah Hashem, and to daven to Rebbeinu Shalom that everything should be good, and we should only hear Besuras Taivas and Gula should come barachmem. That's my inyan. So, in that context, I want to share with you a little bit what's the avoid of an earthquake and how that's related to a solar eclipse and how it's related to Shabbos HaChodesh and the month of Nisan. And it's all mamish the same inyan, and it's Gula barachmem. So I'm saying this b'teres like a shtickle Torah, but also b'teres tefillah, that we should be able to make kalim for such a thing, that it should come in the right way. The Gemara says in Brachas, it's a sugya mefarshus in Brachas, in Perek HaRaya, the Gemara talks about why the Rebbeinu Shalom made the phenomenon of an earthquake. Whenever an earthquake happens, this is the inyan. The Gemara gives a number of interpretations. The first interpretation of the Gemara is that the Rebbeinu Shalom is seeing the tzaras of the Jewish people and is crying over their tzaras that they have amongst the nations of the world, and two tears descend from Hashem Kiviyachol, and when those two tears drop into the world, it creates the vibration of an earthquake. That's the first interpretation of the Gemara. The second interpretation of the Gemara is the Rebbeinu Shalom clapping. The Rebbeinu Shalom is clapping, and that's where the earthquake comes from. The third interpretation of the Gemara is that it's the Rebbeinu Shalom giving a krechts and saying "Oi," again also for the tzaras of the Yidden, and that the vibration of that krechts creates the earthquake. Both of those interpretations, by the way, of the clap and the krechts are based on a pasuk in a pasuk in Yecheskel, I believe, where the pasuk says that Hashem says, "I will clap my hands and I will put my wrath, I'll put my anger to rest." And the word to rest, anchoisi, also is connected with the word anach, which is a krechts. And so both interpretations are on that pasuk where Hashem is clapping and krechtzing, putting his anger to rest. The next interpretation of the Gemara is that the Rebbeinu Shalom is kicking the heavens with his feet. And the Gemara connects it to a pasuk in Sefer Yecheskel, talking about a person stomping grapes and producing wine with the stomping of his feet. That's the pasuk the Gemara connects this with. And the final interpretation is where that the Rebbeinu Shalom is putting up his feet on his footrest by the Kisei HaKavod. So Hashem is a Kisei HaKavod, and then there's, when you sit down, and then you place your feet in their proper position, unlike the footrest. That's what the Rebbeinu Shalom is doing. And the Gemara quotes a pasuk, Hashemayim Kisi, the heavens is my throne, V'ha'aretz Adayim Ragli, and the ground is my footrest, and Hashem is positioning his feet on the footrest. It's mamish, it's all secrets of Torah, mamish secrets of Torah. But literally, al regalachas, the yisoid, the tzara shava, the nakud hapnimis of all these interpretations of the Gemara is that the inyan of an earthquake is associated with the raising up and the establishment of the essential holiness and importance and centrality of the Shechina Kedosha. It's all about the Shechina. It's all about the Shechina. The first interpretation of the Gemara of Hashem crying and sort of two tears descending over the tzaras of the Jewish people. The Jewish people are the Shechina. We are Hashem's footrest. We are Hashem's presence in this world. We are the Shechina. And so Hashem crying over the Shechina, Hashem clapping. Rabbi Nachman has a Torah, many Torahs in Rabbi Nachman about clapping. Clapping he associates with Purim, Mordechai and Esther. There's a Torah that Rabbi Nachman says that clapping, that's what Breslauers clap a lot by davening. The meaning of clapping, Rabbi Nachman writes, is connected with transforming the air around you through the vibrations of the clap. It turns the air around you into the air of Eretz Yisrael. It turns the airspace into the air of Eretz Yisrael. Eretz Yisrael is the place of the Shechina. That's what clapping is. The inyan of crushing grapes with one's feet. The Arizal talks about that in Eitz Chaim. It's one of the deepest secrets of all, is that wine, which is a drink, a liquid, which reveals the deepest secrets. It's connected to Side, Mamish, the secrets of the universe, secrets of Torah, is davka released by feet. Is because the Shechina, the Jewish people, the Beis Hamikdash, which is associated with Hashem's feet, the bottom, Malchus, and so on, is this deepest, most. The Rebbe Hashem created the heavens. The Rebbe Hashem created Torah, like I spoke about this on Purim. The Rebbe Hashem created Torah as a result of him creating the Jewish people. The Jewish people are not second to the Torah. The Jewish people are not, the Shechin HaKadosh is not second to higher levels of Elikut. The Ikar is the Shechinah. All secrets are revealed through the Shekhinah. All mysteries are brought out, which is the secret of wine, through the Shekhinah HaKadosh, through Hashem's feet. So Hashem is crying over the Shekhinah with the tears. Hashem is clapping to transform the world into Eretz Yisrael, which is the Bechina, which is the place of the Shekhinah. Hashem is krechzing. I've mentioned that also. Rav Nachman says his Torah is about krechzing. Rav Nachman says krechzing also has a way of releasing dinim, in a good way, of softening dinim, of bringing a kapar to a person. Chazal say that Rav Nachman talks about this, that through a krechz one's averos can be forgiven. Mamish, it's a hir tshuva. It's a thought of tshuva. Tshuva is associated with the Shekhinah coming out of Galus. And then not only, so Hashem is crying over the Shekhinah, Hashem is creating a space for the Shekhinah to be healthfully in Eretz Yisrael. There's a tshuva, there's a healing that the Shekhinah has through the krechts of the Rabbanu Shalom. And then the secrets of the universe are revealed through the Shekhinah. That's the feet of Hashem stomping those grapes. And you know, the Gemara describes the feet of Hashem banging on Shemayim. Shemayim means Torah. Shemayim means high madregas. And the feet are banging on it, because the ultimate highest thing really is the Shekhinah HaKadosh. That's the highest thing in the world. The Jewish people are higher and deeper than Torah itself, than Mamish. All heaven is not higher than the Jewish people. The Jewish people are higher than heaven. That's the feet stamping on Rikiah. And then finally, Hashem's feet are positioning themselves on the resting stool, which is this world. That's Mamish the Shekhinah HaKadosh, Hashem coming to rest, the Kisei HaKavod, Hashem's throne of glory, which is Mamish the Beis Hamikdash coming to rest. So it's all associated. The ending of an earthquake is associated with the Shekhinah HaKadosh sort of coming out of its darkness and returning to its proper position, which is at the pinnacle of the universe. The pinnacle of the universe. This is also very much associated with the Indian of the solar eclipse. You see, the Gemara says in Sukkah that a solar eclipse is a very bad siman for the nations of the world, for the Goyim, for the Avodah Zarah. See, when the light goes out, so Goyim don't know what to do. When the light goes out, they survive on light. But by the Jewish people, what the Shekhinah wants, what Yidden want? We don't want to see the light of Hashem. We want to see Hashem Himself. When the light of the sun is blocked, then we could be able to get a glimpse at the sun itself, the essence of the sun itself. And that is only seen dafka by darkness. When the light of the sun, when the light is out, then we're overwhelmed by that, and we don't necessarily see the sun itself. That moment of not being able to see the light, but then being able to see the essence, that's a reflection of the deepest desire of the Shekhinah HaKadosh, the deepest desire of the Jewish people, which is not to have good things from Hashem and not to have the light of Hashem. We want Hashem Himself. Like the Tanya said, that he doesn't want Gan Eden, he doesn't want Olam Hazi, he doesn't want Olam Haba, he wants Hashem Himself. And that's the desire of the Jewish people. That's all the service of the Shekhinah HaKadosh. So that's the tekufa that we're in, and that's why Parshas HaChodesh is sanctifying the new moon. Kiddush HaChodesh is the month of Nisan, of Pesach, which is the month that Hashem says to Parai and to all the forces of this world, Bini B'char Yisrael, that the Jewish people are my firstborn, the whole world is created for them and through them, and it's all emanating from them, and instead of them being on the bottom, like the feet on the bottom of the world, it should be shown that the feet are the ones that bring out the deepest secrets of the grapes of the world, and mamish, we're the feet of Hashem that are stamping on the heavens. So it's instead of the feet being on the bottom, the feet are mamish on the top, and that's the tekufa that we're in coming into Pesach. So this is all just thoughts of the heart that I wanted to get out and to express to all of you, because I love all of you and I want to share my feelings and thoughts with you. But the Ikra Avodah is to embrace the Shekhinah, to serve Hashem like the Shekhinah. And that means to love each other more, to love Yidden more, to look at a Jew and say, oh, that Jew over there, whether I understand him, I know him, I don't know him, the whole world was created for him. The whole world was created for him. He's a piece of the Shekhinah Kedusha, and the Shekhinah is the highest, deepest thing in the world, which means the Jew is the deepest thing in the world. You look at a Jew like that, that's what it means to embrace the Shekhinah. It means to daven in such a way. It means to daven with more energy and belief that every word that comes out of your mouth, things that are important to you, are the most important things in the universe. That's what davening demands. And that's what it means to see yourself as part of the Shekhinah. It means to believe that every single thing that's important to you is the most important thing by the Rebbeinu Shalom also. And Hashem is waiting to hear our words of davening, waiting to hear our feelings of Ahavas Yisrael, because we're the most important things in the world. So this might be a little bit of a rambling, but I feel like I just wanted to share my thoughts with you as they were developing fresh in my mind. So we should all hear B'suras Toivos and see the Gula Shleim of Amitis, Bekar of Mamish in a way of Rachamim. And Shalom Lichtig Shabbos. Looking forward to seeing everybody.